Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to create a similar page to the one that you saw in the demo. So for this, let's go to pages and let's add a new page and let's call it home-test. Switch to backend editor on here, and in the right side on page attributes select Visual Composer black template and then click publish, and now your page has been created. Let's view it, and as you can see there is nothing on this page, so let's add our first element. Let's add a row. Here you will add the headers if you want, or whatever element you want. I'll add hero header. Let's say for the heading I want to say this is, and here you have the rotative words if you want them, or if you don't you can leave it empty and it will not appear on the front page. So this is test video tutorial a demo, and here you'll have the excerpt. So let's just copy this from here. The button link, the button text, let's say it will be solutions. The bottom link, you can add whatever link you want here, but I will choose one of the pages that I already have. So I choose this one. Show the scroll down arrow. If you check it, this arrow will appear. If you haven't, it will not appear. So let's check it and let's give it a section ID. This section ID is the row ID. I'll show you that immediately. So let's say solutions, and here for the background image I'll choose this and click Save Changes, and then you have to go to the row here, edit this row, and you need to change this from default to stretch row and content, no paddings. Click Save Changes, and now let's preview the page. And as you can see, the header has been added with our content. The next thing you want to add is the carousel, is the client's carousel. So for this, let's add a row, and here let's add this one, client's carousel, client's logos, so you can add the logos you want. So I choose those. Click Add Images, and then to design options you can add the spacing from top, bottom, left, right of the background. So let's say I want, I don't know, 60 pixels with 60 pixels, and I want the background to be F3, 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 and click Save Changes. And if I preview now, you will see that the slider has appeared with a small issue. So to fix that, you need to go to edit this row and select stretch row and content, no paddings, Save Changes, preview again, and as you can see the issue has been fixed. The next thing you saw in the demo was the tabs, so let's add those. Add a new row. Inside the row you'll have to add those tabs. Click here to edit tabs, and here you can leave those as they are. It won't change anything on the tabs. So the only thing that will interest you is this one, so do not fill the content area. The spacing, let's say I want it to be, I don't know, let's say 5 pixels, and the gap will be 35 pixels. The position can be top or bottom. I'll leave it top, and the alignment will be center. Save Changes, and if we preview now, you will see those tabs has been added. But before we add any content, let's add a section title to our section. So prepend to this column, this bottom here, this plus, and here you may want to go here, and then section heading, and the title will be solutions, you have a few more options to add a subtitle, to show a separator, and the padding bottom. I will say show separator, and the padding bottom will be, let's say, 30 pixels. And if you preview now, you will see that this section heading has appeared. Now let's add content in our tabs. First, let's edit the tab name. So here we'll add software. You can edit the section ID, or you can leave it the generic one. Just make sure that if you edit the section ID, it will be a unique section ID to all of those tabs, and this section ID will not be found into any other elements on the page. So this ID won't be on anything else, just on this element. So click Save Changes, and here the first thing you saw in the demo was these services and these monitors. So let's add those. First, let's add the services horizontal, choose an icon. I'll choose this one, choose the name of the service, and here I'll just copy this from here and paste it as a description. And of course you have to split, you have to add a row and split this row in two. And for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna clone these services a few times, and as you can see you have this slider here. Let's just add that simple. Just go to Vera, and you have this simple carousel where you can add just a few images. I'll add those 3, add images, and save changes and preview. And as you can see, the services and the slider has been added. So let's go to the second tab and add again a row, and let's give these, and here I'll just add this featured content, save changes and preview. And as you can see, this has been added. Alright, now the third one is the services. So let's click on this plus to add another tab. Let's click on that tab, edit tab, and here you have services, and click like that, add a row, split it in 3 columns, and in these columns go again to Vera and select service vertical, and here select an icon. Let's say on this icon, the name of the service, and let's copy this text from here. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just clone this one like so. Let's preview the page, and let's go to services, and as you can see, those services has been added. I will add the second row now. So let's minimize this by clicking here, and let's add another row. And on the other row there was those products, so let's go to other row, and let's make this row full by going to row stretch and stretch row and content no paddings. And here on design options, you have to go on background if you want to change that color. So let's say it's an F3, F3, F3. Let's say 90 pixels with 60 pixels just for the demo. So I leave it like that, and here I will add another section heading. Let's say products, and show the separator and the padding bottom. I think it will be 0 for now, and let's go again to Vera and select products. Of course, you have the option to add the custom single product whenever you want, but I'll just add all the products. If you have no products, then you have to go to products and add product and add your products. So the number of products will be 3 and the order will be ascending. So save changes. And now if we go to view the page, you will see these. Of course, I have to mistake. You actually need to stretch row, not row in content. So stretch row, save changes, preview, and as you can see, everything looks okay. Now let's add a bit of spacing through that. Let's say I want 30 pixels. You can add percents or whatever else you want. So let's just preview. And there you go, with the working modal and everything. So now the second thing that was here was the pricing. So let's add those as well. Let's go to add a new row, and in this row let's add the section heading. Go to Vera, section heading. Here let's say prices. Let's just copy this text, paste it. The padding bottom will be 30 pixels, and here add to this column the pricing plans. Of course, you have the option to add a single price plan, so it can be very customizable. So let's say number of plans, I think they were 4, so 4, and the order is ascending. Save changes and preview. And as you can see, the section has been added. Let's add a little bit of padding to it by going to edit this row, and here let's say I want something like 90 pixels and 90 pixels. Preview, and as you can see, everything is working. Thing you have as the project. So let's go here again, add a row, go to edit this row, stretch row, save changes, and here again add the section heading. Let's say projects. There is no subtitle, show the separator, and the padding bottom will be 30 pixels. And here you want to go to Vera, portfolio, number of projects, and order will be ascending. Save changes, preview, and the projects section has been added. Everything is working. And let's make this background a little bit darker by going to this row, design options, background, and here let's say it's an F3, 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 a slightly gray color. So preview again, and you have the projects. Let's add as well some spacing by going to this row, and here at like 90 pixels and 90 pixels. Save changes, preview it again, and as you can see, the project section looks like in the demo section. It will be this section here. So let's go to the page again, add a row, and here check stretch row in content, no paddings, split the row in 2, and here you may want to add this plain image block. Add an image, let's say I want this image, and here you can specify the height of that plain image block. So let's say 650 pixels, and you have the option to show the overlay and show you that immediately. So save changes, and if you preview now, you will see this. Keep in mind that this image will be automatically resized once you will resize the browser, so don't worry about that. Now let's add the testimonial in here, but first you may want to make sure that here you will check equal height, content position, middle, and here you will add another row, and you'll go to edit this row, and you will add this class and click save changes, and here you go to Vera, and here we'll have the testimonials. Number of testimonials will be 3, and the order will be ascending or descending, as you want. I leave it ascending. Click save changes, preview, and as you can see, everything is looking properly. Now let's add the other one. So let's add a row, and here let's split this row in 2, and on the right side this time add the plain block image. So the plain image block. So here you go and select an image. Let's go, I want to select this image, set image, specify the height of it, so 650 pixels, and show the overlay. The overlay will take the color of the main color scheme, so save changes. Let's go to this column, row, and give this row an extra class name with this class, details box left, save changes, and go to the row again, row stretch, and here the stretch row and content, no paddings, and here equal height, content position, middle, save changes. And now on this row that we added the class details box left, let's add a section heading. Let's say about, and let's show the separator, no subtitle, and the padding bottom will be 30 pixels, save changes. And here, and make sure you are on that row, not on this one, but on this one, let's add a text block. So I'll just copy this one and paste it. And now I don't know why it's actually showing me this. Oh yeah, I have an hasher in there that it's not supposed to be there. I remove it, and now also on this one, not on this one, I'll add some progress bars. So let's search for progress bar, and I leave these as they are now, but you can edit them, and you can add the new ones. So I won't do that now. The units will be percents, and the color, you have the options to choose from their colors, and you have the option to add your custom color, your custom background color, but I will leave it, let's say, this classic orange for now, and click save changes. And of course I want to add some spacing between the progress bar and the text, and I want it to be 20 pixels. Click save changes, preview, and as you can see, everything is looking like in the demo. Now let's move to this part, to those numbers. So let's add a new row, and on this row you want to go to row settings, and here you want to go to stretch row, and you want some padding, let's say 30 pixels and 30 pixels, and here you want to select parallax, simple, and add an image for that. I will add this image, that image, and save changes, and let's split these in 4, and let's just copy some numbers from here, and let's go to Vera counter, and the number and the name of that counter, that will be, let's say, this one, and let's add it again, like let's say 790 delivered projects, and let's just copy and paste this few times for this tutorial. So like so, preview, and as you can see the section here, you can increase or decrease the spacing between elements. So yeah, let's go again, and the next section you have is the theme. So let's add a new row, and here let's add again section heading, title, theme, show separator, no subtitle, the pairing button 30 pixels, and let's go to Vera, and here we have theme or team members. So you can add individually team members, and I will add all the team members. Number of team members 6, and the order will be ascending. Save changes, preview, and as you can see all team members has been added. Let's add a little bit of spacing. We go into row settings, and here let's add 90 pixels. I think 60 pixels will be alright. Preview again, and I think actually 90 will be good as well here. So 90 pixels, save changes, preview, and there we go. The next section will be the updates for the email. So for this, you add a new row, and here you have to stretch row, design options, background, and let's add a color like F3, 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 and let's add some spacing like, I don't know, 70 pixels, save changes, and here you'll have to go to Vera and go for MailChimp form, and here you'll have to add your own MailChimp subscription link, and here you'll have the input placeholder. So let's say email text, and the button text that will be subscribe, and save changes, preview, and this will be your subscription form, but let's add a title to it. So let's go to Vera, section heading, add here, what was the title, updates, let's add the subtitle as well, updates, and the padding button will be 30 pixels, save changes, preview, and there we go. Let's add, I think, a little bit more of spacing. Oh, of course, I forget to add the pixels. So 30 pixels, save changes, preview, and there we go. And the next section will be the contact. So let's add a new row, and on this is kind of tricky. You have to add another row. So on the first row you will have the section heading, and let's say contact, and let's go again to this demo and copy it and save changes, And here, of course, you will add those informations from here. So for that, I have to click on prepend this column, Vera, and you have contact info and contact info with link. So we'll add just contact info for now. Let's say address, some address, and the icon will be the pin from the map. Save changes, and let's move it down. And again, add another one. So or of course you can actually clone this one and then you can edit it to be much easier for you. So the other one will be, I don't know. So let's add now contact info with link, and here I have the text. Let's say email around email.com, and the link can be something like mail to, tell, SMS, and so on. So I'll just copy for the sake of this tutorial this one from here, go to select URL, and here we'll have this, set link, and the icon, let's say it will be this envelope. Save changes, let's move that down. And of course you can always edit it whatever you want. You can add a website here or whatever you want. So let's say you can change this to a simple website. Save changes again, let's preview. And there we go. One thing is to add the class section, is to add the class text center to the row. So let's go to the row and add this class text center. This will make sure that your items will center themselves. Let's scroll as you can see. And now let's split this in half, and here let's add the contact. So you'll have the contact form, and here you want to go to contact and grab this one from here. Just click copy and go here and paste it. Save changes, and here we want to add a map. So search for map, and here you'll add the iframe from the map. I'll leave it like that for now. And the map height will be standard. You can add whatever height you want. Save changes, and you want to add some padding here as well. Let's say I want 30%. Save changes, preview, and let's go down to the footer. And as you can see, the map is not loading now because I have no internet connection when I recorded this video. And there we go, you have a similar page to, let's add as well some spacing. And as you can see, you have now a similar page to the one you saw in the demo. Of course, you can customize this, you can play with elements, you can do whatever you want, but this is a short brief of how to do that.